I am here to interact with you, but particularly to give words of comfort to Ugandans with respect to the bombings which we witnessed on Tuesday this week in Kampala. And I start by once again conveying the government's condolences and my own condolences to the families that lost their dear ones in the bombings. As you all know, on that day, we lost 3 Ugandans, including a police officer who was on duty. But we also lost 3 suicide bombers. I am not sure whether their families had sent them to commit suicide, but we also condole with their families because some of those people don't get consent from their families to engage in acts of suicide and criminality. But also of those who were admitted in Marago, one of them died while in Marago, and therefore we lost 4 innocent Ugandans who succumbed to these bombings, and therefore we convey our condolences to the families. Secondly, we would like to condemn this kind of criminality where Ugandans are enjoying the peace and going to offices to work, and then individuals just decide to go and cut short the lives of innocent people. We strongly condemn this kind of criminal behavior, and we want to assure you and assure all the viewers that the government is doing whatever is possible to see that we hunt down all the remaining criminals who could still be in hiding in preparation to throw more bombs or engage in more acts of criminality. So as I have said, we lost 4 innocent Ugandans and many were injured. According to the records in Marago Hospital, where most of the injured were rushed, Marago Hospital recorded 35 injured people who were admitted, and as I have said, 1 died while receiving care in Marago Hospital. And I want to thank the medical team in Marago Hospital. They have worked around the clock, and as we speak now, 21 persons who had been admitted have already been discharged, and leaving a number of 13 individuals who are still hospitalized in Marago Hospital. And of the 13 who are in Marago, 4 are in intensive care unit, but the doctors report that they are improving. They are in ICU, but they are improving. And I want to thank the management and the staff of Marago Hospital for attending to these injured Ugandans, and also for the care that they have extended to these innocent Ugandans who got injured out of these senseless bombings that took place on Tuesday. As we have been communicating to the public, The major intention of these criminals is to cause panic and scare Ugandans so that people think that government is unable to secure them. But we would like to assure Ugandans and to assure everybody that Uganda is safe. Yes, these incidences happened, but the security and intelligence services are on top of the situation. As you noted, 3 of the suicide bombers killed themselves in the process of this criminality, but the 4th one, who had run away, was intercepted and handled by security, and he was found with a bomb which was detonated, and that situation was handled properly. So I want to assure you that the security is working 24 hours, 7 days, 24/7, to hunt down for any other possible criminals who may be in Kampala and around Kampala or anywhere else, who may have the intentions of maybe behaving like these other suicide bombers, and the security and intelligence services will get to them. And therefore there is no need for Ugandans or anybody who is in Uganda to panic or to get scared because of these incidents. It's not the first time that these urban terrorists have thrown bombs in Kampala, but that should not scare us. We shall get the bottom of the matter, and the few remaining, if any, will be apprehended and neutralized. Therefore, we appeal to Ugandans to remain firm, not to panic, not to get scared, and they should be able to go out to do their work as usual. Do not just remain in houses scared simply because of these incidents which occurred on Tuesday. So I'd like to appeal to the international travelers, to the tourists, and all those who intend to travel to Uganda, that Uganda is safe despite these incidents which occurred on Tuesday. Nobody should cancel his plans to come to Uganda. The tourists, the visitors, and all those international travelers who intend or who intended to come to Uganda should still proceed and come to Uganda. Uganda is safe. There should be no cause for worry. Nobody should cancel his or her flight to Uganda simply because of the criminal activity that occurred just the other day. I want to assure them of safety, that Uganda is safe from corner to corner, and the security is on high alert to ensure that nobody can cause any other security challenge or even throw a bomb the way it happened on Tuesday. We would like to appeal to all of us to remain vigilant, to remain alert, and I want to thank the Media Center, for instance, that they put security checks to ensure that whoever accesses this space should be checked, because you do not know the intentions of people who are moving around. And we appeal to the other managers of buildings and the shops, shopping malls, government buildings, and any other space to heighten security and be able to check people who come to access these spaces. But all of us as individuals, we must remain alert. We must remain vigilant. Always be on the watch and see who is neighboring you. should you feel some sense of suspicion that maybe the person near you could be having some criminal intentions or a possible suicide bomber, please alert the security, alert the authorities that will be there, so that that person can be questioned and can be assessed. So much as, yes, we trust our security officers, our police, our intelligence officers, but let us all be security officers in our own sense by being vigilant, because the official security officers cannot be everywhere. When we go to our homes, you can't expect the police officer to be in your home, but just be suspicious of everything you see, be vigilant, and be able to report to the authorities if anything suspicious appears in your environment. There is a section of Ugandans who seem to be enjoying what is happening by also supplementing the efforts of these suicide bombers by causing more panic and scare in the population, by saturating footages and recordings of nasty incidents which have happened in the past, and even more so, which have happened outside Uganda. They download pictures of where an accident has happened outside Uganda, people are bleeding, and then they saturate that kind of footage or recording on social media and purport that these are effects of the bomb blasts in Uganda, showing very graphic and scaring videos to Ugandans and causing more panic. We would like to warn all those who are in the habit of doing that, just cause scare and panic in the population by saturating recordings and videos which were taken from either in Uganda or outside Uganda, but which have no relationship at all with the recent incidents of bombings. Our expertise and technical capacity through UCC and other agencies, we are able to trace people who are saturating those footages and recordings. Already we have identified some of the people involved. We have already instructed the police to arrest and apprehend those who are in the habit of saturating such scaring videos which are not related at all to the incidents of bombings. Why should anyone take pride in scaring Ugandans? Something happened. It was a traffic accident somewhere in an outside country, but someone downloads it and saturates it and claims that these are the effects or the damages caused by the bombs, just cause scare among Ugandans. We would want to reiterate that that is criminal. You are not allowed to do that. The laws prohibit that kind of behavior, and we have already instructed the police to apprehend, to arrest all those who are involved in that kind of criminal activity. So we would like to warn Ugandans not to misuse our phones, not to misuse our computers. We have relevant laws like the Computer Misuse Act and the other laws on cyber security which empower government to take action in case you misuse any of these electronic gadgets by spreading harmful information, including the pictures which are quite horrible, quite graphic, that you saturate and you start alleging that these are effects of the bombs. I came here to assure Ugandans and assure all those who intend to travel to Uganda that Uganda is safe. There is no need to cancel your itinerary. Your intention is to come to Uganda. The tourists should continue coming as usual, as ever. Security is guaranteed. Uganda is safe, and we are hunting down for any possible remnants of these pockets of bombers, and whoever could be around will definitely be apprehended and brought to the book.